Hello, good morning to the CEO and the Managing Board of Directors. My name is Oludare B, and I'm here to talk about the Malindo Airways. I'm happy to be appointed as the IT specialist. So I would just like to talk about the implementation of the IT in the Malindo Airways. First, I would like to talk about the introduction of the IT and management system is in a contract structure in the organization as for today, and here it plays a lot of major roles considering the way people travel here and there. And the example is the TPS and the DSS. And for the DSS is based on the choice and the design and the view. And the second slide is the company background. Malindo Airways is one of the leading low-cost carrier organization, and it has 20 destinations, and the total airlines is 19, and it was founded in September 11 in 2012. And they have international coverage also, but is mainly in Asia, in India, Malaysia, Indonesia. So the next one is the roles of the IT, like how it's going to play an important role in the Malindo Airways. And here is Malindo Airways. They have a website that people book online and maybe check the flight times and flight details. But the implementation I'm going to talk about is to maintain the security, the maximum security of the organization. So by doing this way, because many people, when they book online and do all those, or maybe especially when they book online, they release their informations, which is their identity, their name, their address sometimes, and sometimes it's required maybe some kind of ID. So how to protect them? Here is the functions and their inputs and process and outputs. These are the three main things. And the inputs, they are the supplier, and the process is based on the management decision and the business function to achieve the outputs. And the similarity customer perception management continue the collecting of customer feedback on business as input. The next one is the dimension. The dimension at Malindo is organization depend on different levels, which are the workforce, the data, workforce and production and services, and the management intelligence. But the three main things I'm going to talk about is the workforce, and the workforce is the first thing, but I will go there later. And next, I will talk about the legal issues. The legal issues is not really affected by the IT, but in some countries it does, like China and Indonesia and something like that. So the cultural issues as well, it depends on the regions. And the cultural, like Indonesia and China, like I've mentioned earlier. And the next one will be the recommendations, which is the workforce. And the airline requires a lot of workforce. The authorities, like the way they maintain the airline or something like that. And the workshop we do at my organization is like to motivate. What are we going to do to motivate the workforce of the people? These are also important for management information system to function very well. And the next one is the security risks. The security risk is like leaking of information, something like that, like the one that happened recently to targets, where some hackers, they hack them and collect a lot of credit cards, and people's information are also leaked out or something like that. So to protect this thing, we are going to implement some kind of maximum security to protect data. And the next one is the recovery of data. Is if there is going to be any loss of data, what are the backup we are going to have? And the recovery data operation are essential to keep the business image with supplier, customer, and intermediate and distributors. And the next one is going to be my conclusion. It concludes that the management information system is powerful software to manage different tasks such as the sales, marketing, human resource, operation like ground and flight schedules, attracting as well finance. It is understand that the Malindo Airways, there are still lack of certain facilities. So in the above section discussed in the macro and micro issues and on the Malindo organization management information system is if we are able to maintain the security and make sure there is no risk with the customer leaving their information in booking the flight and everything, the company should be able to progress more than they have before. So,